Hi mate, how you doing? Welcome back to another video by the Asphalts Blog. Today we preview MK Dons that we travel to tomorrow. We're going to go through different bits. AD's plea to the fans, Harry Cornick, Nolan Boyd next season, and then I'm going to give my predicted 11. Before I start anything, can I just give a mention to our good friend Gills in the Blood, who went through a bit of a personal attack on Twitter last night from two massive idiots that have now been kicked off Twitter. For anyone that thinks Matt is not a Gills fan and that he likes anyone else, is deluded and stupid. His name says it all, Gills in the Blood, and his content is fantastic, and the support for him and his channel was absolutely superb last night. So keep that up, Gills fans. Moving on then. This morning, an article come out on Kent Online, AD's plea to all the Gills fans. Just basically saying that even if we don't back him, at least back the team. Which us as Gills fans, we're going to anyway. I mean, anyone that thinks, and to be honest, a few of us from the Asphalts Blog have come under a bit of criticism in recent weeks since it's turned a bit sour. Do you really think that us as Gills fans want this to happen? Want us to get relegated? Want AD to not do well? It's totally the opposite. We moan and we do videos like this. We do our content because we care. We love the club. Whatever manager's in charge, whatever set of players we have, whether it's right, wrong, we disagree, agree, we still love the club, and we still want them to do the best of their ability. All the blog are going to MK Dons tomorrow because we have a belief that we can go there and get 3 points, whether it happens or not. Probably I very much doubt it on our current run of form, but we're still going there with the hope that we can get a vital win in what is probably the biggest game in Gillingham's history, really, because I mean, with Port Vale and obviously Shrewsbury playing tomorrow as well, if they go and get a win, we're in the relegation zone and goal difference if we lose tomorrow. So it is a massive game, and once we go beyond that line, it is a big struggle getting back out of it. So yes, we are all going tomorrow, and we will back the team. We will support the team, whether we agree with that or not. So moving on then. Then the next article was an article from Harry Cornick, just about his mate Bailey Cargill, which, to be fair, what we could absolutely do with Bailey at this moment in time. We're crying out for a centre half that can put his boat on everything, put his head on everything, and so he was just talking about that he was actually out when we signed him. Gills knew that he was going to be out for a month. A month is a long time in football, as we've seen in our results. And I know the chairman come out earlier in the week and said that he was disappointed and angry at our recruitment, and that has got to be only down to the management that we've got at the moment, because Harry Cornick was obviously brought in under their management, and I know we've got Harry now, but we could have done with him a month ago. Could have done with him 2 months ago. Had he been fully fit, raring to go, he'd be up and running by now and potentially winning his games. He looked okay last weekend against Peterborough, but again, played out of position, played up front. Was told that he was a winger when he was coming in, and hopefully he can he can go back to his natural position tomorrow, as we've got Joe Quigley back from international duty, and obviously saying that them two are best mates and could potentially be bouncing off each other. If they go to MK and go and get us a win, all good for it. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know what to make of Harry Cornick on Saturday. Like I just said, he was playing that position, playing up front. Had he moved on to the wing, and brought a forward on or gone 4-3-3 and gone for it. I think that's what maybe we should have done. But be interesting to see tomorrow. AD said his press conference yesterday that he's fit, raring to go, ready to start. So we could potentially well see Harry Cornick in the team tomorrow. Moving on then for next season. Obviously, it's been well documented that AD Pennant could well be staying, whether we get relegated or stay up. I think my opinion is, I think if the miracle happens and we stay up, he deserves the job because he's after such a bad start, not his squad ultimately. If we stay up in the division, yes, he does deserve to stay, because I know a lot of people, including myself, don't agree that AD is the right man for the job. I think we all agree that when Edinburgh left, it was a sinking ship. It's probably now sunk. However, if he does manage to keep us up, he deserves his good crack at it with his own squad. Had we go down, there'd be no point keeping him. And had we go down, it would probably kill the club in more than ways than one. Financially, would and looking at the replies to the season tickets, the football club are going to lose a hell of a lot of money. I mean, I was reading on the forums on Facebook, 5 people just put up what they'd spend on an average gate for the season. That included food, drink, kits, season tickets. 5 people, Gillingham Football Club had already lost $5.5 grand. That pays for players' wages. So, I mean, next season, if we get relegated, I think we need a new fresh start. We need a new set of players. These players would have run for 2 years now. And it needs a new management if we go and get relegated. So we'll just have to wait and see what does happen for next season, and then we can comment on that management. So then we move on to individuals, and one that, I mean, all the last Asphalts Blog have been commenting on in recent weeks. A certain Mr. Nolan Boyd noticed that on last Saturday morning he netted again, 20 goals for the season. And this really does frustrate me. When AD come in, said that he was always, whatever your age, if you're doing it, you're doing well, you're going to get a chance. Darren Oldacre, we haven't seen him since, to be honest. Under Edinburgh, ball playing wise, he was our best centre midfielder. Ball playing wise, that was, before any Gills fans go and say, well, we didn't see a lot of him. On the ball, under Justin Edinburgh, he was probably our best ball playing centre midfielder, upcoming ball playing centre midfielder. And we haven't seen him. Since then, we've gone on to side injured kids, and not give. If you're a goal scorer, you're a goal scorer at any level. He's not 20 goals this year and not even made a sub appearance. He surely deserves the chance. He's a goal scorer. He knows where the goal is. He knows where the net is. He's a big lad as well. Throws himself about. Why not give the kid a chance? Our strikers are not hitting 15, 20 goals, and our top goal scorer is just right with 12. Says it all. So if you've got a goal scorer within the football club, why not play him? It angers me that we've left him just sitting there, wasting his time. And I'm just waiting for a big club to come in and snatch him. And he goes on and has a good career, because that's what usually happens. So it'll be actually nice to go and see Nolan Boyd get some minutes in a Gillingham shirt between now and the end of the season. So, on to tomorrow then. MK Dons away. Like I said earlier on in the preview, what a massive game this is for the Gills. Speaking to Nick Ball, that is, on Twitter this morning, his words were that we have to win. We have to win. A draw will not be good enough. Obviously, with the games in hand that we've got around us, we have to. He's right. We do have to win this. It's no good going there, shutting up shop, being defensive, because it's just not going to be good enough. We need the points at the stage of this season, and then we need all three. Previewing MK, as you know, the type of players they've got there, Kieran Agard, Dean Bowditch. I mean, those players alone could well be quite lethal towards that Gillingham defence. We're averaging, conceding a goal every game. So we need to score 2 to win. We don't score many, so we need to be right on top of it, right on the get-go, in their faces, not giving them a moment's peace, because we know defensively we're not good. So we need to go there tomorrow, and the best form of defence is attack, to be honest. I think we just need to go for it. We've got nothing to lose at this stage of the season. We're on a downward spiral anyway. Well, of course we've got something to lose, which is relegation. But we're on a downward spiral anyway, and we need to go to places like this and go at them. There's no point putting 10 men behind the ball and hoping we're going to get a breakaway goal, because it's just not going to happen. We need to be on the front foot, in their faces, winning every tackle, every second ball, every first ball, and just go and play with a bit of pride and a bit of fight, because tomorrow's game is vital. Come 5 o'clock, we could be in that relegation zone, and once we'll be on that line, it could be very tough to get out of it. So tomorrow we need to go there and really do go for it. Now, I'm just going to go for my predicted 11. So this is my predicted 11 then for tomorrow afternoon. Of course, on Thursday, Ady Pinnock confirmed that Thomas Holy would still play in goal. Didn't do too bad last week. His kick-in was, like Ady said, a bit nervous at the start, but it got better. And then he made that outstanding save to tip over the bar just before the goal. Couldn't really do anything about the goal. But yeah, I'll go with Thomas Holy. Didn't do too much wrong last week. Come out and collected. And what I really liked about him as well was that every time he could see a fullback, or he could roll the ball out and get an attack going really quickly, he decided to do that. So that was really good. So I would probably go with a flat 4-4-2. So I would put Ryan Jackson at right back. It's good to have a normal right back in his normal position. Unfortunate for Scott Wagstaff last week. Got his foot stuck in the ground and it looked really nasty. But glad to see Jacko back. He's done well, to be fair to him, just before his injury, so deserves his chance. And to be honest, he's the only right back we've got at the club anyway. So, yep, Ryan Jackson there. Then I would probably go with Raymond there. at centre half. I know he's a bit suspect at times. However, he's played in all our 3 wins under 80 Pennock since he's come in. He does talk to people. I know he's not been fantastic, but to be honest, he's not been any worse than our centre halves. Then I would probably go with Aimer. He's our captain, so he's going to play. He's been, to be honest, he's been awful this year. Well, no, he's been awful since he's got the captaincy. That captaincy seems to do something to people, because Josh Wright went the same way. But yeah, probably go with Max. Really haven't got anyone else. And I don't want to see people playing that position again. I'm about to put someone out of position, but I don't want to see Lee Martin. So I'm probably going to go with Deji Oshalaja at left back. We haven't really got anyone else. Lee Martin, to be honest, I felt a bit sorry for him last week. Put a good few tackles in, but he's not defensive minded, and he got caught out a lot. At least Deji's got that experience playing at left back. Then I would probably go with Harry Cornick on this right hand side. Looked bright when he come on and run at people. Played up front, so he's playing that position. But I'd like to see Harry playing out on a wing where he's meant to be playing. Then I'll probably go with Josh Wright. Wright has been obviously scoring goals for fun. Done very well since the armband's come off him, and I'd like to see him. He was playing left side of the diamond last week, which, to be honest, I don't think it really suited him because he had to keep coming out wide, and I think he needs to be either a normal central or he needs to be a holding midfielder. Then I'll probably go with Mark Byrne. I think he's actually, since 80 Pennock's come in, he's been our best player. He's done very well, winning everything, first to the ball. So I mean, he's a tiny guy, and he wins a lot in the air. To be fair to him, tries to start off our attacks last week, so he fully deserved it. Left mid. Then I would probably put Martin. Been okay defensively, gets back enough, tries his hardest, tries to take on players. He's good enough. Like the look of him. Still obviously trying to come back from injury, of course. And then this is a bit of a turn up for the works. I would go for Josh Parker. He looked bright when he came on last week, and for some reason I don't really know why he got dropped. To be honest, it was strange after him just scoring at Rochdale. And then I would go for Cody McDonald. McDonald, I felt sorry for him this year. He's not had the service. But he's a goal scorer, he can nick your goal, and you always feel when Cody's on the pitch, a goal is coming out of nowhere. So yeah, that's my predicted 11. Surprising, I bet people are asking, where's Dak? To be honest, recently, Dak has been an absolute shadow of a player he was last year. And had it been anyone else, he would have been straight out of the team, and I don't see why last week wasn't good enough. And was very lazy when Holy tried to kick the ball and start off an attack. He just walked back. And to be honest, why should AE be letting players get away with that? Yes, Dak's a match winner, but I've gone with a 4-4-2, and Wright and Byrne. You can't argue that should be our 2 centre midfield pairing. Because they've been our most consistent as of recent, and I think you've got to pick players this time of the season that are doing it consistently. But people are going to disagree with me because they love Bradley Dack, and he's a match winner. Yes, he is a match winner. He is a match winner, but if he plays like he was last week, he's not a match winner, and he's just getting in the way and not doing things. So yes, that's my 4-4-2. That is my predicted 11. It's probably going to be absolutely so opposite that from tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And lastly, up the Gills.